Welcome back to Sunrise 60 Close-Up. With me this morning, Tom Kilgannon. Tom's the president of the Freedom Alliance out of Dulles, Virginia. And we're going to be talking about some college tuition assistance that's available for children of American servicemen who were killed or disabled in action. Tom, welcome to the program. How's everything in Virginia?
Oh, it's great out here, Dylan. It's good to be with you. Thanks for having me on.
Well, you should be out here with us because we're supposed to have 13 inches of snow by the close of business today. So
sounds good.
Yeah, right. Okay. Tell everybody here what the Freedom Alliance is and what you hope to get out of these scholarships.
Sure. The Freedom Alliance, we are an educational and a charitable organization. Our mission is to protect and defend the American heritage of liberty and support our troops, those who are on the front lines defending our freedom and our liberty. And one of the programs that we have in order to further that mission, Dylan, is the Freedom Alliance Scholarship Fund. This is very simply an effort to provide college tuition assistance to the sons and daughters of American heroes, those who have been killed or permanently disabled in combat or a training mission. Now, through the years, we have already given out $2.5 million to such students, and we're looking to do more. We have just opened our application period, and what we are trying to do here today is to reach out and make sure that we are getting the message to every child of a service member who fits this criteria so that they can get the tuition they need and deserve. Very
good. A large veteran population here in my listening area. I'm a veteran, VFW member, a large DAV club here. The local Adams County Veterans Service Organization is absolutely incredible. So you're reaching out to a lot of people that will probably be eligible. Now, I'm reading some of your eligibility requirements, and basically they're pretty simple in nature. Just explain those for everybody so that they can find out whether their kids will qualify or not.
Sure. If you are a college student now, or you will be in September, and your parent was a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine who was killed or permanently disabled in combat or a training mission, then you're about 90% of the way there. That is really the main criteria. We'll look at some of your grades and make sure that you are, in fact, accepted into an institution of higher learning. But that is the main criteria. And if you fit that description, you can go to get our application online at fascholarship.com. And it's an application that can be filled out online. We encourage students to apply early, get their paperwork in so that we can help as many as possible.
Very good. Is there a deadline on these applications, Tom?
There is. It's July 31st of this year. But again, we encourage students who may fit that description and meet that criteria to apply early, contact us, let us know, work with us. We're happy to help in any way we can. What we want to do is obviously to make sure that these students get that financial aid that they need. But more importantly, Dylan, this scholarship serves a second purpose, and that is to honor the service and the sacrifice of the parents and the families who have done so much for our country. And every scholarship serves that purpose. It is kind of like a living memorial to all of those families who have served our country.
This is quite commendable, and I would like to thank you for doing this for servicemen who have been killed or disabled in action. I want to ask you, how did you get involved in the scholarship for disabled vets and killed in action, missing in action? How did all this come about? I know that the Freedom Alliance has scholarships, but this particular scholarship is especially touching to my heart because I am a veteran. I'm not disabled. Of course, I wasn't killed in action, but I think it's incredibly commendable of you guys to do this. Who's the brainchild behind this?
Well, my role really is to administer the program and run it as smoothly as possible. The credit for the idea goes to the founder and honorary chairman of Freedom Alliance, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, who, of course, served 22 years as a United States Marine, and he held some of those dying Marines in his arms in a place called Vietnam. And when he returned from Vietnam, Dylan, he wanted to make sure that someday that he could help those who served with him and help the families. And so he put together Freedom Alliance. One of the programs is the Scholarship Fund. And a few years ago, somebody else began helping us out and has really raised millions of dollars for this program. Your colleague in the radio industry, Sean Hannity, and Sean has really helped us raise millions of dollars, brought a lot of attention to it. We could not be doing what we are today without his help, and we're just delighted to work with these two gentlemen and have their energy and enthusiasm behind this program.
Very good. Colonel North, of course, a Marine brother of mine from the Vietnam War, and Sean Hannity, incredibly popular syndicated talk show host. I didn't realize that Sean was involved in this, Tom.
Oh, sure. Sean has been very helpful. You know, his Freedom Concerts have helped raise millions of dollars for this program. We would not even be close to being able to do what we are today without his help. And so, my hat's off to him. It is just wonderful to work with people who put so much of themselves into it, have the talent and energy to lend to a cause like this, and that's why we're able to. Last year, we provided scholarships to 160 students. We've now given out $2.5 million. We're looking to obviously increase that this academic year come September, and that's why we want students to go to fascholarship.com. See if you qualify. If you do, fill out the application, get it into us, work with us so that we can get you that financial aid that you need. And again, as I said, honor your family and your parents' sacrifice, because what we have to do, Dylan, is make sure that we are taking care of those who are left behind from those who have died on the battlefield.
Absolutely, and I didn't even realize that. I'm very familiar with Sean's Freedom Concerts. I didn't realize that you were the actual Freedom Alliance that these concerts were benefiting. So another big part of Sean Hannity's Freedom Concerts, a friend of mine from years ago while I was still in touring as a professional musician, Charlie Daniels, always a big part of Sean's Freedom Concerts, and Charlie's a great guy, a true American patriot.
Charlie is a wonderful friend. He's been at a number of the Freedom Concerts, and he is, as you said, he is a patriot, a great musician, and a legendary figure in America.
I'll just give you a little bit of trivia about Charlie. Do you know, Tom, that Charlie Daniels was actually the lead guitar player on the Bob Dylan album Nashville Skyline? So that's a little piece of information.
I did not know that.
Yep, a lot of people don't know that. And Charlie is actually a North Carolina boy. He was born and raised in North Carolina, moved to Mount Juliet, which he lives there to this day. Tom, before I have to let you go, thank you so much for this great work you're doing. I would like to ask you, monetarily, how do you determine who gets what?
Those who have had a parent killed will likely get more. The second tier is for those who have been permanently disabled. What we try and do is help anybody who qualifies. We try and help them out to one degree or another, but that's the basic criteria that we look at. We also look at grades and what the level of financial aid is needed. All of that factors in a little bit here and there. But as I said, we want to make sure they get the aid and that we honor the parent's service. Please
throw that website address out there again and give everybody a telephone number. Like I said, there is a multitude of veterans in my listening area, and all of them are grown. They have kids, and so I'm sure that there are people who will want to contact you concerning this.
Happy to. It is fascholarship.com. That is fascholarship.com. And if a phone number is easier, it is 800-475-6620, 800-475-6620, the Freedom Alliance Scholarship.
Very good. Tom Kilgannon, president, of course, of the Freedom Alliance Scholarship. Thanks so much for taking some time with us. Good luck in your scholarship endeavors, and best of luck to you in the future.
Happy to do it. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, Marine. We've been speaking with Tom Kilgannon about scholarship funds for children of killed veterans. I'll be back with your news headlines right after this.